not living enough. This blunt, I'm taking a puff. I'm starting to feel like.
Cursed Alexa. I had just gotten home from school. Neither of my parents were home yet, and my sister had gone to work. It wasn't anything unusual after school. I took my shoes off, hung my coat up on the rack, and went into the kitchen for a snack. I was left disappointed though, as I had found nothing left in the pantry rack. Nobody would be home for at least a couple of hours, so I had the home all to myself. I had been excited to come from school all day, as there was a new Fortnite season coming out today. My friends and I were pumped up to take on the battlefield with our brand new Fortnite skins. I went into the fridge to attempt to salvage a snack from whatever I could find, but I couldn't find anything. I didn't want to wait until my parents got home, and I was too lazy to cook, so I figured they wouldn't mind if I DoorDashed myself something to eat. "Alexa, can you order me some pizza?" I said to Alexa. We had just gotten her as a Christmas gift, and she worked perfectly. She sat on the kitchen counter per my request, so I could have all my food and queries at hand. Alexa agreed and ordered the pizza. All I had to do now was just wait. None of my friends were online yet, and Fortnite had to update, so I sat in the living room and watched Impractical Jokers to wait for the food. Around 30 minutes later, I heard the doorbell ring. I went up to the door to collect my food. The DoorDasher was quiet, so I left him a tip without saying anything to him. What he handed me definitely wasn't pizza, so I went to the counter to unpack whatever Alexa got me. There wasn't any branding on the package, just a plain white food box that was hard to open. After a while, I finally got my hand through the box. What was inside the box was weird. It wasn't food. It was a gun. I felt livid and concerned at the same time. How did Alexa DoorDash a gun to my house? How much money could she have spent on this? "Alexa, where did you order this from?" I asked her. It was silent. Before I asked her again, she responded with a voice that felt more sinister than her regular programmed voice.
"It's not about what it is. It's what you're about to do with it."
I was having trouble understanding what Alexa meant by that. Did she want me to do something with the firearm? Alexa was quiet for a minute. So was I. "Alexa, order me food now. This isn't funny," I said to her. She wouldn't respond, so I just went on my phone to order something, which is what I should have done in the first place. I went to the DoorDash app to see how I could return the gun, but the order didn't show up. What happened next was terrifying. My phone screen turned black. I tried to turn it back on, but nothing would respond. I rushed into my room to plug it in, but I tripped on my shoes on the way to the room, dropping my phone onto the cold wood floor, cracking the screen. When I got myself together and picked my phone up, my phone lit up with a red picture of an Alexa device staring into my soul with bloodshot red eyes. I freaked out and threw my phone away from me. "Alexa, this isn't funny. Stop whatever you're doing now," I said to Alexa.
"You've chosen your fate,"
she said back to me. What I heard next was a dial tone coming from Alexa's speakers. She was calling somebody. Maybe this was the time I could ask somebody for help. It just depends on who she's calling. When the dial tone finally stopped, I heard something I wasn't expecting at all. 911, what's your emergency?" Alexa was calling the police on me. I rushed over to the kitchen to unplug Alexa. When I yanked the cord out of the socket, I felt a stinging shock coming from my fingers. When I pulled the cord out, there was silence. I thought I had finally defeated Alexa, until I heard the dispatch officer on Alexa's speaker again. "Hello, is anybody on the line?" she said. I tried to respond, but the microphone was muted. Alexa was stopping me from talking to the police. I heard a woman on the other line, sounding distraught. "I need your help right now. There's a kid in a blue shirt and black pants with a gun that's breaking into my house," the lady said. I was confused. Why was Alexa still talking when she was unplugged? Who was this woman on the other line? I tried pressing the microphone button to unmute, but it wouldn't do anything. "What's the address of your emergency?" the dispatch officer said to the woman. What I heard next shook me down. The woman said my address and my description. Alexa was calling the police on me. She made it sound like I was trying to kill this poor woman. Okay, don't worry. We have a SWAT team on the way, the woman responded. Alexa hung up the phone. The SWAT team was on the way to my house with no other intention than killing me. I was speechless. I couldn't figure out how I was going to get out of this. What did I do to deserve this? Alexa wasn't responding anymore. I heard sirens blaring from the front of my house. Today is not the day that I'm gonna die. I grabbed the gun on the counter and walked outside, being greeted by a fleet of SWAT members. I aimed the weapon and pulled the trigger. I realized that this was the only way to get out of this situation. When I fired the weapon, there wasn't any recoil, and it sure didn't sound like a gun. I turned my eyes to the weapon to see what it was firing. Airsoft pellets. This was a fake gun. I threw it at the law enforcement and ran back inside while bullets were flying towards me from behind. I slammed through the sliding glass door in the back, breaking it into a million pieces, and ran into the forest behind my house. I don't think they saw my face that good, so I should be in the clear. There's a police helicopter flying over my property, its blades blowing down the leaves from the forest onto me. When I got at least a half-mile away from my house, I heard my home explode into a bajillion pieces. I knew I couldn't turn back to see what Alexa had caused. I had to start a new life from here. I will never trust Alexa again.
I'm drowning. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch. I'm drowning in water. I just